What's up guys, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be covering the Q4 launch strategy, or even in specific holiday launch strategy. I've been using this kind of over and over. So what I'm going to do kind of unique in this video is I'm going to break down a business and a product that I was going to launch this year, but I no longer can. I just don't have time to add this one in. So instead, I'm just gonna break it down, show you why this was such a good opportunity, and then kind of show you another route as well to go into giftables or to kind of go into seasonal products. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right guys, we're in the computer, and first things first, what is the product? So the product is actually this, high-thigh boots. The first thing that I kind of want to explain is the yin and the yang of whether you're gonna go giftables or seasonal. If you're doing a problem-solving product during Christmas, you're really not gonna see much of a huge influx. Like, everyone sees some kind of influx, but if you're selling some kind of gift item, you need to be ready for just an abnormal amount of orders. And of course, you'll be making a ton of money, and that's great, but you'll be losing all of that money unless you have your foundation set. So first, actually, if we look into this product, why was I gonna choose this product, and why was I excited about this product and still am? You can actually see right back here in October, this is when it has the most interest. And if you look right now, it is just now picking up. So right now is the perfect time to test, to launch your ads, which I'm gonna show you later on in this video. But I somehow came across this page, and when I was going through this page, I was looking through, and what I liked was these people were surveying their audience, and their audience was super engaged. And they were saying, oh, I want these brown lace boots. And I was like, man, this is kind of crazy, like, okay. And so everyone wanted these laced boots, right? And so I was like, okay, so how much are they selling it for? So I went to their website, one sec. So I went to their website, and here it is. And you can see they're selling these for like 280 pounds, 250 pounds, and this translates to about 280 to 300 USD. So this is insane. People are gonna pay 300 bucks for a pair of boots. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Because then if I go on AliExpress, I went and I typed in high thigh boots. And so you can see there's a bunch to test, and this is great because what we're looking for is something catchy and something that maybe already has confirmed demand for it that someone just hasn't scaled yet. There's a lot of what I call sleepers, where there's like products out there that maybe have been out there for a long time, but no one has actually really just tested it. So this is what I actually did for my other business, and what I would literally do for this one right now, I would immediately go to Fiverr, and you can find people that would take demo photos like this person right here, starting at $15, and you can ask them to take some lifestyle photos or some close-ups of these boots, and I would immediately advertise it on both Google and Facebook. So I'm gonna get into that in a little bit, but before I do, I'm gonna show you a couple other routes, because you don't have to just go with, these boots. The next route you can go to is kind of what I mentioned, which is giftables. Now, if you wanna go super gifting route, let me show you kind of a couple examples. First, actually, this one is not giftable, but it's just funny. This is a long sleeve shirt that makes it look like a baby has tattoos. I liked this because a family would only get this if they really appreciate tattoos or have tattoos of themselves. And so they would, this would respond really well. I like this. I also really like this. I just thought it was super funny. It's a dinosaur handbag. And so I saw a couple people selling this, and they did very well. Now, if you want to go giftable, I haven't seen people sell this yet. This is a 3D laser cut photo lamp, and so it's custom. So kind of the big virality here is that you can go after couples, you can go after dog lovers, and you can go after cat lovers. This is absolutely crazy. So if you really want to go super ham and super crazy, you can go with something that is like this. So I actually looked this up on AliExpress. You can get this for about $20-ish. And so these people are selling it for 46, plus they might be charging shipping. So that's a good margin right off the bat. And you can advertise this with Google, which I'll actually get into later. I'll show you kind of how I ranked my listing last year. I actually have screenshots of it because it was insane. But before we get into that, something not a lot of people talk about is how you're actually going to build a good team. You need to build a good team for Q4. And if you're just now getting started or you haven't hired anyone yet, you need to do it before all the good people are taken, because everyone starts hiring during Q4 because everyone now has sales. And then after that, no one has businesses, right? So one platform that I use Fiverr, but one that you might not know of yet is Online Jobs PH. So this is a platform where you can find people in the Philippines that are looking for work that are very, very, very good. You just need a good strategy to actually find these people. So it actually took me a while to figure out how to hire correctly. And I still, it is an ever-going process on how to hire correctly, but your main goal is to find A players, not people that are cheap, but people that are diligent, that are sharp, that can think on their toes and have a lot of common sense and of course, good English. So what I do in all of my job listings is, of course, I'd be very specific. Like you'll see up here, I have requirements using Help Scout, Zendesk. You need to figure out what you're hiring for. If it's a video editor, if it's a designer, like for example, if you're doing that custom thing, you need to hire designers. But if you're doing dropshipping or e-commerce in general, you need customer service or even order fulfillment. So you need to put your specific requirements of what you're looking for, but more importantly, on the bottom, I put a specific hidden keyword. And so what I mean by that is there's a keyword on the bottom of here, and I'll put a random word like tacos or green or something, right? It'll say, please respond saying tacos for your reply to this, so I know you read this part, and it'll be on the very bottom. And what that tells me is that this person is diligent and pays attention to details, and it'll really help kind of sift through job applications. Once you find like a handful of people that kind of meet your requirement, you'll have like 50, 80 applicants, right? Once you have that many people, you're then gonna sift through and find like the top like 20 or 30, and you're gonna make one video. And in this video, you're gonna outline a new list of questions that you want them to answer. So it's gonna kind of throw them off guard. And I mean, it's not your goal to throw everyone off guard, but it's your goal to kind of filter correctly. And this is the easiest way I've found. So that way you don't have to go on the phone with every single person and kind of see like how they are and ask them the same question. So you're gonna ask them a specific set of questions in a video, and you're gonna ask them, I would love for you to respond in a video back to me. So now they're gonna send you a video and kind of go through all the questions, and you're gonna see kind of how their English is, how they react, how kind of quick they think, and their personality. Once you have that, the next thing that I recommend you use is something I just started using, and it's called Time Doctor. Time Doctor is a software that allows you to track and monitor how long someone is working and what they're doing. And it sounds very invasive and kind of micromanaging, but that's not the case at all. What I specifically use Time Doctor for now is to compare them to my A players. And you can immediately see within the first week whether or not it's gonna work out. And so this is something I definitely use now in the beginning, and it's been helping so much. And so this is a very, very good strategy. But the next thing I want to go over is, of course, the ads. How are you going to make sure that you have an amazing Q4? So if you're going giftables, let me show you a good example. All right. So what I'm showing you right now is actually a screenshot from last year. This was last year during Q4. And at this peak, when I was ranking at this position, it's blurred out, it was pumping at like $5,000 net profit a day. It was insane. I was getting so much Chipotle with guac. Life was amazing, but I want to show you kind of what was next to me. I was beating companies that, in Etsy or, I was getting close to Bombas, Manscaped, Man Crates. Like, these are insane companies. And what I was ranking for was gifts for men. And of course, you don't want to rank your product gifts for men if it's not a giftable product. But one thing that I capitalized on is a big pain point that I know a lot of women have is actually buying a gift for men. It's very hard because most of the time you don't know what to get for the guy. So with this actually was almost like a problem-solving product and giftable, and it really solved that issue. And so this was not only getting a high click-through rate, just no one was bouncing off the page. Everyone loved this product, and it's the same kind of strategy I show on my channel. Same strategy I'm showing like with the product listing ads, which I'll show you. Same kind of strategy. And what I did was I put in gifts for men or Christmas gifts inside my product listing ad. And in the next slide, I'm actually going to show you kind of the settings I'm using now for all my product listing ads. but this was super important and allowed me to start ranking. And when I did, it was very profitable. I didn't have to really exclude any search terms. Almost like, it was like 10% of the clicks were converting. It was absolutely insane. But something that's interesting is that these are the products that did really well last year. So if we scroll right here, I thought this product was really cool. Beef jerky flowers. So this is by the Manly Man, and it's gonna look a little bit blurry because this is a screenshot, but this product did really well. Some random products, even a personalized compass, things that don't necessarily look super viral, did very, very, very well. And so it's all obviously really how you structure your ads. So kind of let me go over that. So like, for example, hi-fi boots, right? This has an immense amount of search volume. Like my search volume that I had for gifts for men was over 300,000. This is about 200,000. And you could see that this has a lot of different kind of options. But if you are ranking high right here, you're getting a lot of clicks and you're making a lot of sales. And so this is really cool, but you also see that the cost per click is really low. I usually don't go off of this metric that much, but if we scroll down, I could see why it's a low cost per click, because no one is bidding for this, which is kind of mind-boggling. So the way I would rank for this is by putting the most searched keywords in the front of the listing. So a lot of these people aren't really doing that. A wet look, thigh highs, shoe dazzle, Piper. Like, these aren't really optimized listings. So you can actually go in and optimize your listings like thigh high boots, and then look for other things. Thigh high boots, no heels, plus size for legs, and then also type in different kind of variations, put it in an Excel sheet and organize it to where now you have a really optimized listing, you have a good image, and of course you have a good landing page kind of being very, very, very congruent. And this would be super interesting to see how it works. So if you put all these pieces together, it's a really good recipe for success. And another thing that I did was, after I got a handful of sales, at least 100 sales from Google, which was it happened very quick, I then went to Facebook and scaled on Facebook. So I took all those purchasers and I scaled. I created a lookalike. I didn't even have to test on Facebook. I just created a lookalike, did a quick video, and started scaling on Facebook. Now, Google way outperformed in ROAS than Facebook, but Facebook was still extremely profitable. So I used both of those in conjunction to just completely blast through for Q4, and then even on the other holidays as well. So if you want me to kind of make a video about how I did that for Facebook, let me know. I just don't want to make this video too long, but this is definitely a good video to get you started. Obviously, I'll make more videos. But guys, I hope this was helpful. And also, before I go, check out the Facebook group. I haven't really mentioned it much in the last video, so check out the Facebook group. There's a lot of people in it posting now. There's a handful of members that are just always answering questions, which I love. So join the Facebook group. There will be a link below. And then also, to answer some of the questions, yes, I will make a course. It'll be a case study course. And the reason why I'm going to make it is because it will literally answer every single question. It's going to outline everything. And I'm going to go over my products, my ads, how I scaled, what I'm doing. And it'll be one of the best courses, I think, out there by far. It'll be better than anything I've ever taken. And I love courses. I love taking them. But I think I know where the missing gaps are, because I always struggled with that personally. So yes, I'm going to start kind of building out the course when I have a little bit more time. But in the meantime, just follow these videos. I promise they'll help you. And let me know if you guys have any questions, but I'll see you in the very next video.